Look, history books will give you the statistics. They'll tell you who won, who lost, what round it ended in. All the numbers are there. But that night in Las Vegas, November 22nd, 1986, that wasn't a statistic. That was something else entirely. There was this strange electricity in the air. You know that feeling right before a massive storm hits, when the sky turns that weird shade of purple and everything goes silent? That's what it felt like. To understand why, though, we have to go back. I want you to picture something for a second. Imagine your hero, the person you think is invincible. Superman, right? Now imagine watching that person just break. We have to go back to December 11th, 1981, Nassau, Bahamas. This isn't the Muhammad Ali you remember. This isn't the guy floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. Honestly, it's painful to watch. Ali is 39 years old here, and in boxing years, let's be real, that's ancient. Just look at him in that fight. His legs are heavy. They look like they're stuck in the mud. His hands? They don't come back to his face anymore. He's just covering up, probably praying for the bell to ring. And the guy beating on him? Trevor Berbick. He isn't holding back. For 10 full rounds, he's just hammering away at the greatest of all time. Not because Ali is weak, but because time finally caught him. Time remains undefeated, right? When that final bell rings, man, everyone knew. The air just left the room. It's over. Ali retires. The legend is finished. It wasn't just a loss. It was humiliating. But here's the thing. 3,000 miles away, sitting in a dark living room in Brooklyn, a 14-year-old kid is watching this on a grainy TV set. And he's crying. He's not crying because he lost a bet. He's crying because the man who gave him a reason to live, the man who made him dream, just got embarrassed in front of the whole world. This kid, he isn't famous yet. He isn't Iron Mike yet. He's just a scared, angry kid named Mike Tyson. That night, Mike does something kind of crazy. He picks up the phone. He actually calls Muhammad Ali. Now, nobody knows the exact word-for-word conversation, but the people who were there, they swore this happened. Imagine this 14-year-old kid, voice cracking, barely holding back tears, talking to the greatest. He says to him, "I'm going to beat him for you. I promise." Ali pauses. You can almost hear the silence on the line, and he answers calmly, "I believe you will, champ." Fast forward 5 years. That promise, it comes due. See, to understand what happens next, you have to get one thing straight. Mike didn't just respect Ali. He studied him. He worshipped him. Customato, Mike's trainer, his father figure, he used Ali as the blueprint. Cuss would point at the TV and say, "Watch him. He beats them mentally before he even touches them physically." But that night in the Bahamas changed the equation. For Mike, it wasn't just about boxing anymore. It was personal. It was about revenge. Mike trained like a man possessed. If you look at the footage from 85 and 86, this isn't normal speed for a heavyweight. This is terrifying. By 1986, the landscape had changed completely. Mike is 20 years old now. He's 27-0. He's knocking grown men out in the first round like it's a hobby. And guess who holds the WBC heavyweight belt? Trevor Berbick. Yeah, the same guy. The guy who humiliated Ali 5 years ago. It's almost like destiny wrote the script, isn't it? The fight is set. November 22nd, 1986. Las Vegas. And Berbick? Oh man, he was confident. He was cocky. He's walking around the press conferences saying, "He's too young. I'm going to take him to school. I'm going to teach the kid a lesson." He's laughing. He's playing to the crowd. He has no idea. He literally has no clue what's coming for him. Mike? Mike doesn't say a word. He doesn't need to. All right, here we go. Fight night. Watch Mike walking to the ring. This is what I love about this era of Tyson. Look at the details. No music, No fancy robe, no socks, just those black trunks. It sends a message, doesn't it? It screams, "This isn't a show. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to hurt him." Berbick is still dancing, still smiling. But Mike is looking right through him. He's looking at a ghost. The bell rings. Round one. Usually fighters take a minute, right? They feel each other out, jab a little, see how the other guy moves. Not Mike, not tonight. He explodes out of that corner. No patience, no respect. He is hunting. Boom. Body shot. Boom. Uppercut. You can see it in Berbick's eyes immediately. That panic, that realization of, oh no, I made a mistake. Berbick is backing up the whole time. He's fighting for his life. 30 seconds into round two. Bam. A perfect left hook. Berbick hits the canvas. He gets up. Yeah. He's shaken, but he's standing. But Mike doesn't give him a second to breathe. He comes right back. Another combination. Another explosion. And then, the moment everyone remembers, one right hand, just one. Berbick goes down, hard. Now, I want you to really think about this part. He tries to get up. His brain is screaming, "Stand up, fight!" But his legs are gone. He stands. He falls. He tries again, stumbles into the ropes, falls again. People laugh at this clip on the internet now. They call it the chicken dance. But honestly, in real time, it was terrifying. That's not funny. That's a short circuit. That is pure concussion. Mike didn't just knock him out. He disconnected his brain from his body. The referee waves it off. It's over. Mike Tyson, TKO. 20 years old. The youngest heavyweight champion in history. But look at Mike in that moment. He's not going crazy. He just raises his arms. And then he looks to the corner. He's looking for Cuss. Cuss should be there to see this. But he isn't. After the fight, it's chaos. Reporters are shoving microphones in his face. They're asking about the belt, the records, the money. Mike talks about Cuss, of course. But then, someone mentions Trevor Berbick, and Mike's face changes. He gets quiet. He says, I remembered what I promised." That night, 5 years after the first call, Mike picks up the phone again. He calls Ali. He says, "I did it. I beat him for you." And Ali, even though he was sick, even though his voice was fading, he smiled. He told him, "I knew you would, champ. I always knew." Trevor Berbick fought again, sure, but he was never the same after that night. The man who destroyed a legend was destroyed by that legend's revenge. November 22nd, 1986 wasn't just about a belt. It was about a promise made by a 14-year-old kid and kept by a 20-year-old monster. Revenge delivered.